Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Business. My name is Darrell Kwao. Minister for Employment and Labour Relations Ignatius Bafwewa has hinted that contributors under the Tier 3 pension scheme will begin accessing their benefits from January 2020. This is part of measures by government to enhance the livelihoods of contributors. Now, the three-tier pension scheme is part of reforms undertaken by government after the National Pensions Act was passed. Speaking at the opening of a National Pensions Dialogue, Mr. Bafwewa disclosed that the pension fund has now accrued enough. There's more in this report.
The Social Security and National Insurance Trust is mandated by law to invest funds of contributors to be paid upon their retirement. The forum focused on the pensions reforms expected to take place from next year, which aims at attracting contributors from the informal sector. According to the Minister for Employment and Labour Relations, Ignatius Bafwewa, government has given the approval for the payment of Tier 3 pension from January 2020.
2020, if anybody retires, what is going to happen is that the person will go to his or her scheme and take the part of Tier 3 which is held by the scheme, and then go back also to SNIT and take the parts of Tier 2 which SNIT had held as past credit, together with the interest that has accrued on it. So if that payment from SNIT will move on and gradually pays out over time.
The minister also revealed that the National Pensions Regulatory Authority has begun working on some modalities to look at private pension scheme operators.
We are going to meet for 3 days to have a national discourse on how best to rope in more informal actors into the third-tier pension scheme.
Do you have any targets?
Why wouldn't you join us at the workshop?
Any proposal from the various bodies, the stakeholders?
Certainly, there are quite a number of players within the list, and on a daily basis we get proposals. But of course, some proposals may be good, some may not be good, some may suit our conditions, some may not suit our conditions. It is for us to be able to bring them all together, look at them and look for the one that will best suit us.
The Social Security and National Insurance Trust is expected to go through some reforms to improve their service delivery to contributors and beneficiaries. Ebenezer Sabute's report for Joy Business.
Government says it will soon add nuclear power to the country's energy mix. According to the Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Professor Frimpong Boateng, the country has put the human resource and equipment to roll this out. He says that going nuclear will be necessary for Ghana's industrial drive.
We have plans to introduce nuclear power into our energy mix. And if there's any developing country that can do this, it's Ghana. And I'm so convinced. If we decide not to do this, IAEA will be very disappointed with Africa, especially with us. Because we have scientists, we've got the structures, we've trained the people. Look at all the institutions in atomic energy. Apart from the main body, the GAIEC, we have the Nuclear Power Institute, that is the institute pioneering, championing this nuclear power. We have the Nuclear Regulatory Authority, that is making sure that things are done according to regulations, working with IAEA. We have all the checks and balances. We have the School of Nuclear and Allied Sciences, training scientists not only for Ghana and for Africa, but for other areas as well. We've been operating a nuclear facility, a research reactor, for 25 years. And that is a miniature of any nuclear power. We've done this for 21 years and trained people for ourselves, for Africa, and for other nations. And we say we can't do it. I believe that we can. Apart from that, we built a replica of the research reactor next to it, where we are training other nations how to convert from high enriched uranium core to low enriched uranium core. And so we are planning to introduce nuclear energy into our energy mix. We are at a point where we are locating the site where this facility will be built. And I believe that Ghanaians will support this, because power in our country is very expensive. We need to have power at a rate that will boost our industrial development.
All right, and that's it for business. Back to you, Araba.
Thank you so much, Darrell. And we're taking a short break. Sports is up next. And sports enthusiasts impressed on Coach Kwesi Appiah to make changes in the team to enable Ghana make it through to the quarterfinals following the sterling performance of the Black Stars in their match against Guinea-Bissau. Nathaniel Atto joins us shortly.